Hi folks, and happy 4th of July. Welcome to the channel. We're on our way to the Allegheny National Forest to do a little camping this weekend. Specifically, we're going to be at the Lolita Recreation Area and Campground. Kim, do you want me to tell you a little bit about Lolita?
Sure, tell me about Lolita.
Hi, Tonka. Lolita has a lot of history. This area used to be a very busy logging community in the late 1800s. In fact, from 1889 to 1913, there was a large sawmill at Lolita, a shingle factory, and a broom handle factory. When they cut down all the timber and they ran out of timber to cut, in 1913, the town was dismantled and deserted. And then in 1925, the U.S. government bought the area and added it to the recently established Allegheny National Forest. And then in the 1930s, the Civilian Conservation Corps did some work in the area. They built a log bathhouse and a stone dam for a swimming area. And actually the log bathhouse that was built by them in the 30s is still in use today, and the stone dam is still there today. So then in the 60s, they added these camping loops, and that's where we're going to be staying today. Lolita is one of the smaller campgrounds in the Allegheny National Forest. It's not the smallest, but it's one of the smallest, with only 38 sites, and I think most of them are a lot of them are tent only. Some can take tents or small RVs up to 20 feet. And then there's a few that can actually take RVs up to 50 feet and have electricity. The swimming area is still there. I believe there's a volleyball court there. And I guess the fishing is real good. It's on Millstone Creek. I guess the trout fishing is very good at Lolita from what I'm told. So come along with us as we check out Lolita Campground. We've never stayed there. Looks really nice. We're going to find out, and we're going to show you what Lolita Rec Area and Campground is all about. So folks, we're down here at the main recreation area of Lolita Campground, and we're going to show you around. This place is pretty cool. Now this area was developed by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 30s. There's your information board there. It tells you what's going on here and what all you have here to enjoy. And it's pretty nice, I got to tell you. There's a little footbridge that way, goes across a small stream. We'll take a look at that real quick. It's a little feeder stream. It flows down into Millstone Creek. There's a bigger footbridge that goes across the millstone. There's a $5 day use fee if you're not camping at Lolita. If you are, then of course you're exempt. But there's the old stone dam that was built in the 30s by the Civilian Conservation Corps, CCC for short. Got a nice picnic pavilion over there, some picnic tables. There's a swimming area. We have people fishing. The trout fishing is really good on Millstone Creek. Those ladies over there have already caught a couple trout today. This is a lightly used area. This is the 4th of July holiday, and there's just a couple people here. This is Friday, the day after the 4th this year. The campground's full but quiet, but the rec area is pretty empty. Here's who I'm looking for. Tonka's dying to get in the water. I have his 25-foot lead. You dying to get it for a swim, aren't you? Say, yeah, I'm ready to go for a swim, Dad. Pretty nice back here, isn't it? Not a lot of people here either. Well, we're gonna go see if we can find Tonka a place to swim. Before we do that, I'm gonna take you up and show you the original log bathhouse that was built in the 30s, and there's a plaque up here. Pretty neat stuff. You know, nice resource. Very, very relaxing here. There's a stone plaque. I'll read it to you. This monument is dedicated to the men of the Civilian Conservation Corps, 1933 to 1942, who provided forest fire protection, planted billions of trees, and built hundreds of recreation sites across the United States between 1933 and 1937. The CCC and the Allegheny National Forest constructed the bathhouse, dam, and picnic pavilions seen here at the Lolita recreation area. Pretty neat stuff. And this is one of the structures that was built. It doesn't look like it's in operation anymore. There's another one across the stream that I think is in use. But these log structures, they really stood the test of time. Just a nice little area. Kim, you were over there at that log structure across the stream. Is that a operational bathhouse over there?
Yeah.
So that must be newer. Or do you think that one was built in the 30s too?
It's hard to say. If it was, it's updated a lot.
Yeah.
Inside's pretty nice. There's think 4 toilets, 2 change rooms, and a shower.
Okay.
I mean,
So that bathhouse over there is operational, but it looks like the original obviously is still standing. Looks like it's in good shape, but I think it's probably used by the looks of it for storage. Well, this is nice. Tonka, what do you say? You ready to go find a place to swim? Hey, you want to go swimming? He really wants to get in the water, I can tell. Oh, there's a nice picnic pavilion up here too. Let's go check this out. Wow, look at these tables. Look at these tables. Holy smokes. Wow, those are interesting. Log picnic tables, 2 of them. I bet you they're heavy. My Lord. This is cool, right on the stream. It rained all night last night, so that's why the stream is a little muddy. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. It just rained and rained and rained. But it's beautiful now, and this would be a great place to have a picnic here. What do you think? Folks, I don't know about you, but I love this stuff. Things like this. Yeah, you know, I just love it. It's got character. It's cool. Oh, is that a grill back here? Looks like a park grill back here in the corner. Let's check it out. It's a double park grill. It's a 2-burner. Seen her better days. That needs a new one. It'd be tough holding charcoal in there. Yeah, they're both rotted out pretty good. Oh, someone's living in this tree. That's a for sure. That's cool. Big hemlock. Someone's living at the base of this hemlock. You see that? Big hole there. But yeah, I mean, you could make do with this. You know, bring some foil, put a few layers of foil over that hole, and away you go. I'd cook on it. I don't care. I love this stuff. This is cool. These areas aren't used much at all. But here we are on the 4th of July, and it's empty. Love spots like this. You doing a little trout fishing? I caught a big one. So folks, we made it to site number 5 here
at the Loleta Campground in the Allegheny National Forest, and we're going to give you a tour of that site. But first I want to tell you a little bit about it. We are on the upper loop, the upper leg of the upper loop of the campground, and I believe Site 5 is at the highest point of the upper loop. If you look that way, the road starts going downhill and it turns around and it goes downhill that way. So I think that number 5 is about at the highest point, which is good, but I think it's one of the steeper sites in the upper loop. And I'll show you what we had to do to get leveled up. It's a pretty good slope. I actually took an extra precaution just in case, just to be better safe than sorry. I have the Voyager tied to this tree with a 16-foot tree saver, just in case something would let loose. We've got it chalked really well, but it's tied to the safety chains. A new addition to the rig for this trip is this Kick-Ass, that's the name brand, Kick-Ass shower enclosure. So that's new, and it's working well for us so far. This is my wife's first outdoor shower. What do you think, Kim? It's funny. Here's how it works. There's your shower port right there. Your shower hose plugs right into that, and you also regulate your temperature from that point too, so you can just reach your arm out of the enclosure and adjust the temperature as needed. So we had to wait on that for a few weeks. We traveled a little bit without it, but now we have a shower, so we're all set. We're equipped now. I designed and built a teak 36 by 36 shower platform for the enclosure, and that's really nice. It keeps you up out of the water. This shower enclosure comes with a 39 by 39 PVC coated basin with a drain port, so this drains the water away from your camp to a safe place. And we're using all biodegradable soaps too, so we're not harming, the environment as we do this. We're about 4 inches up on this side, so this site slopes 2 different ways. It was kind of a challenge to get leveled up. I don't know if you can hear Tonka snoring. He's had a long day. But this is a neat site, but it's a multi-level. Down there where we have our table and chairs set up where we're going to eat, that's the tent pad. It has a very level tent pad, and the cooking area and picnic table are on a fairly level spot too. But the only real spot to put a small rig on is it's a challenge. We've got the front end lowered as much as it can go to level it front to back. And of course, like I said, we have the left side jacked up with this. This is new for this trip too. I believe the brand is Anderson, and that's from Amazon. And that is a leveler. And also, if you have a dual axle rig, you can use that. If you have a flat tire, you can jack up the good tire on that side and change it flat. Pretty neat stuff. So that goes from 0 to 7 inches. So we could actually raise this even more if we had to. But like I said, we have chocks behind both wheels, but you never know. Anything can happen. And just for a safety precaution, last night I tied it to this tree, so it can't go far if something would let loose on one of those chalks. But here's our boy is sacked out. We went in the water today. We took a road trip to the Kinzua Bridge, and we got some ice cream for Tonka. So he's had a full day. He's gonna sleep good tonight. We've got the flat packer going. We're getting ready for a special treat tonight. How about it, Kim? Special treat tonight for dinner. We're having blackened gator tail. And what do we have in this? Some penne, but what kind of sauce do we have?
Creamy blackened.
Creamy blackened sauce. Oh yeah. Somebody woke up when they smelled that. You keep your snooter off that fire, bud. Nice. Oh, that smells good. Tonka, easy. Tonka, take it easy. Oh, look at that gator. Smells delicious. These are going to be great. Gator cooks pretty fast. I got to tell you what, I love gator meat. It is so juicy. It's one of the juiciest meats that I've ever had. It is so much juice and flavor. And of course, we're putting some special sauces and seasonings on there. All right, Kim, way to go. All right, folks, we're going to cook this gator up. And we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Thanks, Kim. Do you have enough room? You see here? Look at the size of this tea.
That's huge.
Oh my God.
It's like a magnum.
It's a magnum of half and half twisted tea. What are you having?
Wine.
What kind of wine?
Peach.
Peach wine.
For
What are you
summer.
drinking?
What would you like?
What are you drinking? This table is like the perfect size for you. Well, Kim, cheers. What an awesome meal. Thank you so much. Gator and penne. And Tonka is celebrating his 4th birthday today.
4.
Happy birthday, Tonka. You're looking beautiful. We have a birthday surprise for Tonka after we're done eating here. I love gator. This
It's really good.
is so juicy. Done to perfection. So good. Try this sauce. That's a great combination.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good, Kim.
Thank you. Would you like a bite of gator?
Want some gator? Who's had gator before? I think gator's better than chicken. Some people say it tastes like chicken. I think it's much better than chicken. It's chewier than chicken. You know, I don't want to say it's more rubbery, but there's some chew there. There's some. Now it depends on what cut of gator meat you're eating too. Now, tenderloins aren't going to be as chewy as your tail meat. Here's to another interesting camping trip.
Always an adventure.
You never know what you're going to get into.
That's right.
I'm starting to like this site more and more. The first blush, we're like, oh my God, this thing is steep. We're on a hill,
Right.
and we are. It goes right down to the lower leg of the upper loop road is just below us down there in that hill bit.
Yeah, like we talked.
They're probably,
We're at the peak of this.
those campsites are probably, I want to say 50, 60 feet lower than where we're at right here. And the only bad thing about site number 5 is the picnic table was absolutely shot. And thank God this is new for this trip too, because we've had trouble with picnic tables in our prior trips. And we're like, we got to get our own table. So this is nice. It's all aluminum. It packs really small. This is like a aluminum slat table. Rolls up, the legs fold up, goes in a bag, and it's lightweight. It packs small, and it's definitely big enough. You could get people on the end here. You could get 4 people at this table. So this was a welcome addition too. You know, we're finally getting set up the way we need to be with a table and a shower. The shower was nice to take this morning. It's actually a really interesting feeling because you're outside, you're taking a shower, but you're in total privacy. So there's a wildlife management area not far from here called Buzzard Swamp. There's some hiking trails. There's a bird watching area, and looking forward to that early in the morning where it's cool, good for Tonka. Hopefully, you know, check out some wildlife there. Kim, that was awesome. Thank you very much. You ready to celebrate your birthday? So folks, today is Tonka's 4th birthday. God bless you, Tonka. Many more, I hope. Happy birthday. Good boy, there you go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tonka. And those are doggy safe. Those are all doggy safe.
Yes.
Desserts too, so nothing to worry about there, folks. Check it out, guys. We're at the Buzzard Swamp Cooperative Wildlife and Management Area. Let's go see what we can see.
Love like wildfire, I was your entire world until I stood alone in a storm. You took the sunshine, the flames are gone now, and I watched you walk straight out of that door. Promises got lost in the dust, your boots by the door, you're not coming home. Love like wildfire, I was your entire world until I wasn't anymore. Oh, heartache, you left me behind. That's not a man, only a coward gone. was your entire world until I stood alone in a store.
So folks, we're out here on the Songbird Trail in Buzzard Swamp. The Songbird Trail is a 1.5-mile loop trail. It's a very easy trail, at least it is so far. And they have these plaques stationed throughout the trail that describe some of the birds you may see or hear while you're hiking the Songbird Trail. It's a neat little trail. How about it, Kim?
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it is.
And we are catching some birds. We're not big bird watchers, so we probably don't know what we're listening to, but it's a beautiful trail. I'll pan around for you. It's a very easy trail. Early in the morning, getting Tonka a little exercise out here. Perfect time of the day for him to go for a 1.5-mile walk. Catch you in a bit. So we've come across this little footbridge here on the Songbird Trail. This trail was built in 1979 by Youth Conservation Group. And it's a sweet little trail. It's our first real obstacle on the trail, little footbridge crossing this little stream.
This way, Tom.
We get down in the water.
Come on. There you go.
Tonka just loves these little streams. Here's something interesting about railroad grades. Historic narrow gauge railroads are found in nearly every valley and crisscross the Allegheny Plateau. Used to remove the virgin timber, they played a big role in the second growth forest we have today. Railroad grades built across hillsides often change the natural drainage pattern. Some sections, like this one, collect and hold enough water to create wildlife habitat such as vernal pools and small wetlands supporting sphagnum moss, bulrushes, interrupted fern, and dewberry. Interesting. A lot of ferns. Look at it. This is just, the whole forest floor is just covered in ferns. It's beautiful. Everywhere you look, it's ferns. Look at that. Nice too. What do you think, Tonk? You liking the ferns? It's cool in here, isn't it? Nice breeze. Nice cover. All right. Tonk, you found one of those vernal pools. That's a sweet little hole. You like this trail, don't you? That's nice to see. Look how clear that water is too. We just had 2 nights of rain too, so these little pools, they're full. What is going on? Good boy. Feels good, doesn't it, I bet? I bet you it's nice and cool too. We found a cool little ice cream shop here on Route 6, Country Pines. Ice cream stand. Tonka, what flavor do you want? What are you hungry for? Hey, what are you hungry for? There you go. Yum, yum. Oh, that's better than a pup cup. You ready for some burgers? We're cooking some bison burgers. Tonka knows all about it. I bet you they're ready to flip. Oh yeah, Tonka's hungry. He wants this burger. How hillbilly is that, folks? And no harm to hillbillies. I mean, I like hillbillies. Look at us, jeez. Draining the sink right into the bucket. Here's the cool thing, folks. You take that bucket of water when you're done camping for the night and you put it on your fire, and it drowns the fire completely out, so you're safe. So it serves a great purpose. Good boy. That'll get him here every time. Let's eat. I think Tonka really enjoys this camping, don't you?
Yeah.
He really does. You know, the last couple sites we were at, he was able to run free, and he's free now because we know he's not going anywhere, and he's not going to take off. But you know, if our neighbors would show up, he would definitely want to go introduce himself. He's having a good time. He enjoys himself. I think he likes the change of scenery. So folks, we're here at the Kinzua Railroad Bridge. I'm going to read this to you, or it's called the Kinzua Viaduct. Originally begun in 1881 for the New York, Lake Erie and Western Railroad to ship coal, lumber, and oil. It was once the world's highest and longest rail viaduct. Rebuilt in 1900 to carry heavier loads, it was in service until 1959. Kinzua Bridge Park was created here in 1963. In 2003, an F1 tornado partially destroyed the viaduct. Remaining towers were restored and the skywalk constructed in 2011. Let's go check it out. This is pretty interesting. So folks, back in the day, you could actually take a scenic railroad. The Knox Cane Scenic Railroad used to travel across the Kinzua Bridge. But after the tornado came through, that all ended. Morning, Tonka. You ready to start your day? Did you have a good night's sleep last night? Tonka slept like a rock, didn't you, buddy? He likes it in there, don't you? You're not even ready to come out yet. It's gonna be time for breakfast soon. Wanna get some breakfast? Good morning, Kim.
Morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. It's a beautiful morning here, isn't it?
Sure is.
Wrapping it up here at Lolita, folks, Sunday morning, and my wife's making me a special treat. Blueberry banana pancakes. What kind of batter are we using today? Buttermilk?
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk pancakes. Blueberry, banana, buttermilk. The 3 B's. Blueberry, banana, buttermilk pancakes. Awesome. For our departure breakfast here at Lolita in the Allegheny National Forest. And we've had a good time. We've had a real good time. This is the longest trip yet with the Voyager, and it's not disappointing. We came up a little short with our water supply last evening. Unfortunately, right in the middle of Kim's shower, we ran out of water. I think we're enjoying our new shower a little bit too much. We'll have to maybe conserve a little bit more. And also, it'd be nice to I'll have to get like a vessel that I can fetch water in and then transfer it to our tank, because there is potable water here available at Lolita, and I can go get 5-gallon buckets, but I don't have any way to transfer it into the tank right now. But we're going to work on that. We're going to get a system so we can add water to our tank if necessary. Now, if I'm close enough to the faucet with the rig. Of course, we have a hose, but it doesn't make sense to tear down camp to move the rig to the faucet. It's better to bring, the water to the rig. Let's check out these. Oh, they're looking good. That's looking good. And we're gonna have bananas on those because we were gonna make Elvis Presley mountain pies. But every evening we're like, let's just relax. Oh my, these are really good.
Really? Good.
Here's to you, Kim. Thanks for the great pancakes.
Thanks for the great camper.
So Kim, what do you think of Loleta Campground?
It's nice. I like that it's fairly tree covered.
Oh yeah.
A lot of shade.
Yeah, we're surrounded by trees here. It took me a while to warm up to this site, but now that we've been here a couple of days, I kind of like it. It's neat, this multi-level. It's roomy.
I think it has a lot of character.
It does.
Every site is different.
I'd say this isn't the worst site in the upper loop. It's a little bit of a challenge to get leveled up, but once you're leveled up, you're camping. Our gorilla likes bananas. Oh my God, look at his mouth. You're lucky we didn't make Elvis mountain pies last night, so we have banana left over. But all in all, site number 5 here, Upper Loop, Loleta. I'm gonna give it a solid, because it's not really level, I'm gonna have to, maybe, I'm gonna say a 6. It's pretty,
Spacious.
it's spacious,
Tree covered.
it's quiet. This campground, the Upper Loop of Loleta is pretty quiet as
Yeah.
organized campgrounds go. The lower loop, it's designed to accommodate bigger RVs. The sites are closer together. It's going to be a little noisier. This is more of a tent loop with some sites okay for RVs, small RVs up to 20 feet. Ours is 16. Definitely max would be 20 foot. On these sites it can take a small RV. Beautiful tent camping up here, beautiful. Now, they've been catching rattlesnakes out of Loleta. They got a 51 incher down in the lower loop yesterday. I'm glad we weren't around for that. So be mindful of that. Keep your dog close to you. But Tonka had a lot of fun on this trip. Got a nice hike in yesterday morning. You got to go in the water multiple times. Kim got to go to see the Kinzua Viaduct Railroad Bridge. And I got to go to see Buzzard Swamp, wildlife management area. Had a deer run through the camp early this morning. And yesterday we saw a black bear, not in the camp. That was on the way back from, yeah, we were outside of Marionville coming back to the campground. Saw a black bear on the side road. Didn't get a chance to get any photographs or get close to it, but we did have a bear sighting. So folks, as far as the Allegheny National Forest goes, we want to camp in a lot of national parks with the Voyager, and what better place to start than our home state national forest. And there's so much to do up here. Just about any activity you can think of, both summer and winter. And they've got snowmobile trails up here. They've got ATV trails. They've got horse trails, fishing, swimming, boating, hiking, camping, obviously. Just endless amount of activities, mountain biking. I mean, there's just so many things to see and do. A lot of interesting features in the forest. You can spend a couple weeks up here exploring this forest and still not see it all. So, you know, I definitely recommend it. If you've never been to the Allegheny, give it a try. And again, Kim, thanks for helping make these trips possible. It's a lot of work, I know. And folks, thanks for joining us. If you like this type of content, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you'd like to. We're going to try to keep these camping adventure videos coming. We'd like to do a couple each month. We'll see how that goes. But again, thanks for coming along with us, and we'll see you next time.